All right, we are moving right along. We are in Unit 3. Hopefully, you're getting your questions answered. You're feeling a little bit better about this whole coaching journey. And you should have printed out your vital behavior sheet. And I want to kind of go over this because this is the secret sauce to the business. So many people ask me, how in the world have I helped at least 3 to 5 people a month? How have I grown my business into a full-time income the first year to year and a half? How did I do it? And the answer is simple. I simply have helped 3 to 5 people a month. How did I accomplish this? I did it simply by doing the vital behaviors. And they're called vital because they are the root of the business. Just like if you were to go to the hospital and get your vitals taken, your vitals indicate whether you're alive or not, right? And so that's really like when we look at this, I guarantee you, when the coach comes to me and says, I'm struggling, I'm not hitting Success Club, I'm not seeing success, I'm struggling with this or that, 9 times out of 10, the reason they're not succeeding is they're not doing these vital behaviors that are written on here. They might be doing 1 or 2 or 3, but they're skipping 1. Or maybe they're doing 1 and not the 3 or whatever it is. So let's kind of go over this so you can fully have the confidence in knowing that you'll see success as you do these vital behaviors day after day after day, because that is the key. You do it even on days you don't want to do it. Consistency is totally the key in building this business. So I love that the first 2 vital behaviors work on you, okay? It is literally working on you before you can help someone else. So just like that quote, you can't lift someone to higher ground unless you're standing on it. That's what it is, guys. Like, you've got to work on you before you can help somebody else, right? And so let's talk about this. The number 1 is to be proof of the product. So what does that mean? It simply means you get up every single day. Maybe it's not 6 a.m., maybe it's not 5, whatever it is, but you get your workout in. You work on you, right? Work on your own health. You are being proof of the product. You're getting up, you're working out, you're having your Shakeology, maybe you're having Energize or Recovery, or you're trying collagen. All these things, guys, that's what this business is. It's being proof of the product and then sharing your story. So that is number 1, is being proof of the product. Number 2 is reading or listening to personal development. And I'll tell you right now, the coaches that bow out first, before they even get a glimpse of success because they don't give it the time, the reason they don't is they aren't doing their personal development. They're not understanding their own self-worth. They're not understanding that this business is about growing themselves first from the inside out so that you can help others learn to live a healthy and fulfilling life, to let others know what it's like to have energy, what it's like to have a little bit more self-confidence, what it's like to overcome obstacles and set goals and fail and reevaluate so you can still end up hitting that goal maybe just a little bit later. And so personal development, what is it? It is reading or listening to something that you're lacking or want to develop. So let's say that you are working on your children. Maybe you're not finding that connection with your child. Well, maybe you read a book that teaches you about the love languages of your children so that you can better understand your own children. Maybe you're lacking in emotional eater. You're an emotional eater. So maybe you read or, find personal development on becoming an emotional eater. Or maybe you're having a hard time finding time to work the business. You read how to organize and how to lay out your day so that you can get the best of your day, right? So that's literally what it's about, is becoming your best self from the inside out. I absolutely love Audible. It's through Amazon. I think it's like $15 a month. You get a free book every single month. I love, love, love Audible because I can listen to my personal development while I'm folding laundry, while I'm getting ready for the day, while I'm in the shower, while I'm in the car driving, going to carpool, all these things. I can listen to it, and it makes it so much easier for me. But you don't have to. When I first started coaching, I literally went to the library. I went to our local library that had free books, and that's how I would do it. However, I found it was harder for me to actually sit and read because I was a busy mom. And so those are options. The very, very, very first personal development book I want you to get is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. The reason for that is that book is all about what this business and what our fitness journey entails. And like, for example, it talks about how small and simple things are great things brought to pass. So just like in your weight loss journey, if you were to skip a donut tomorrow and replace it with a oatmeal or something healthier, you might step on the scale and you might not see a difference. But replace that one meal with something that's healthier day after day after day. You might see that little change on the scale in a week. But what's that scale going to do in a month or a year? Simply by making those small decisions. And it's like that with your business. You get up, you get excited, you just signed up as a coach and you're ready to go. But then life happens and your kids are sick and the day got ahead of you and you don't show up and do those vital behaviors every day. Tomorrow won't affect your business. Probably won't make a ding in your business. But don't do those vital behaviors for a week, a month, or a year. Your business is going to be very stagnant and you're not going to be growing. So that is why I want you to start with the compound effect. I want you to understand that your little choices that you're making today are going to lead to these big impact results in 6 months, a year. This business isn't about this, $1 million business in a week. It's about small changes that are going to make these big differences in your business. The next vital behavior is building relationships. This can sometimes be the hardest vital behavior for people, especially new coaches, because they are uncomfortable with stepping out of their comfort zone. And I always think building relationships is only awkward when, one, you don't do it enough, or two, you're being a salesperson. That is not what it's about, guys. This business is simply about relating and connecting and reconnecting with people you've lost and, meeting new friends and never ever becoming a salesperson in the process, but building a genuine relationship with people so that they trust you. They trust you to be their coach, because I am not the perfect coach for everyone. That is why we need you. That is why you are going to be a much better coach for people that I would never be able to reach, because I'm not you. You bring something to the table that no one else can bring. And that is the shoes that you have walked in day after day after day that makes you who you are. And you're going to rise and you're going to inspire other people to, get healthy and to want to coach and to do these things because you have been an example, because you built a relationship with them, because you can change their life. And so when get up and you don't want to do these invites, realize, don't be a business person. Be that person that if you're at the park with your friends while they're all playing, you're sitting on a bench talking with your bestie, that's the conversation you want to have. You're not going to force a conversation because that's what a salesperson would do. Instead, you're simply going to answer back and forth, and just like you're going to talk. You're not going to have this conversation by yourself, right? You're not going to keep asking these questions and them not responding. You would get up and maybe move benches at the park or, go somewhere else. But when you look at this, it's not as inviting, but building a relationship, this business will grow for you because you're building these genuine relationships. And then when they get into your challenge group, they're going to trust you, and you're going to have that conversation still going throughout their challenges. They're going to trust you when they say, I'm struggling with this. How can I help? Or what can I do? And you're going to see these customers come into coaches because simply you built a relationship with them. So never, ever, ever be a salesperson, but instead build genuine relationships with people. And the last little one is recognition. Guys, behaviors that are recognized are repeated. Look at your kids. When you are like, oh, thank you for unloading the dishwasher, not that they're not going to argue with you tomorrow about it, but they appreciate it and they're more willing to do it again. So as a coach, we recognize behaviors. We recognize another coach who, hit Success Club, or we recognize a client that, lost her wedding ring because it slid off while making dinner. You're going to recognize, your vacuum cleaner that you just got for Christmas because it's sucking up the dirt off your floor. That's what it's about. It's, recognizing people. So as you show up and you do these vital behaviors every single day, your business will grow. And I promise you guys, it's not going to grow in a week. It's not going to grow, in 2 weeks, but show up and do these vital behaviors every single day and your business will grow. It'll develop. It takes time. Trust the process and realize what you are capable of as a coach. So buckle down, do the vital behaviors, start them today. Today, you're watching this video right now, commit to be improve your product. You haven't worked out, go work out. Go share that example on social media. Okay, you haven't listened to personal development, or you don't know where to start, go order the Compound Effect if you haven't. In the meantime, while it's there, go listen to a podcast, go listen to something that interests you, but become a better person from the inside out. Start with building a relationship. Reach out to someone that you haven't talked to on social media in forever and just see how they're doing. See, what they're doing with their lives. Go find something that you have in common interest. We'll talk about building relationships, but do that today. Even if it's just one person today, guys, that one person can be your challenger this month, next month, and a year. Okay. Just because they say no today doesn't mean, that no always turns into a yes later. It might be a 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years down the road. But that relationship that you're starting today, those seeds that you're planting are going to turn into yeses down the road. And then recognize, okay? We can all recognize, even if it's not on social media today, recognize your spouse, recognize a kid, do something, because you both are going to feel better at the end of the day. So move on to Unit 3. If you have questions, comment below, and let's get you going in building a successful business. See you guys.